Alright, guys, so Puppet Master 4, moving on to. Also, I want to say thanks to everybody who wished me well on the test I had to go for today. Appreciate it more than you know. So, everything's went well, everything's good, and now I can get back to making stupid fucking videos for, for the people who will like watching them for some reason. But Puppet Master 4, The Demon, is the tagline here on Tubi. Now, when I looked it up real quick, didn't have a tagline. So I don't know when that came into play, but apparently that's the tagline for Puppet Master 4, The Demon. So I'm going to see if it makes the same mistake as the last movie and doesn't start off with the awesome theme music. But I'll I'll make a bet. I'll see a bet with myself and see if they start with the theme music. So let's watch Puppet Master 4, apparently The Demon. Side note, the guy who I kept ripping on for playing Toulon in part 3, and I said he looks a lot younger than the Toulon from the first movie, I knew I recognized him because he plays the old dude in Stuart Gordon's Dolls. And he's like the toy maker and shit. So I knew I recognized Guy Rolfe or something like that is his name. I knew I recognized him, so that's where I recognized him from Stuart Gordon's Dolls, which is a great little fun movie that I have to cover on here eventually because I love almost everything Stuart Gordon's done. And no, we don't start with the theme music, so fuck you, Puppet Master Part 4. So I guess that's why the tagline is The Demon, because we open up with a fucking demon who starts saying that Toulon took the spell that reanimates his puppets, I guess, stole it from him years ago. I don't know how Toulon stole it from this demon or anything. So we went from Nazis in the last movie, in the prequel, to pretty sure this takes place after the second movie. So this is a direct sequel to Puppet Master 2. So where he met this demon, I don't know, but we'll find out. So we're at like some biotech industry scientists and shit working on stuff. And we have this scientist girl, woman here, who, you know, the term like butterface? Like, I have a term, it's like shovel face. And it's not that intricate like butterface. It just looked like she was hit in the face with a shovel. Like, it's something about her cheeks, like, are pushed up. I don't know. Something, maybe it has to do with the research she's doing. But, yeah, shovel hit her in the face for sure. Aha! This is where this little motherfucker is from. They just showed him in the movie. I've had a lot of these Puppet Master things, and this one, for some reason, I had up here. I never brought down in the other room that has all my other Puppet Master figurines. That's where he's from. He's from the fourth movie, so no wonder why I never knew what the fuck that guy was from, because I've never seen past the third movie or so. So he's here. He made his appearance. I'm happy now. Good shit. Still no theme music, so I'm very upset about that too. Yeah, so this one's already starting like batshit insane off the bat. Yeah, fucking. So I don't even know what to call this thing. It's not a puppet, but it happens to look just like all the puppets. Good stop motion on him, and he ends up biting off scientist Shovelface's finger, and then she did a cool little POV shot from like, I'm just gonna call him the little demon until I come up. They say a name, or if not, it's just gonna be the little demon. And then, like all of a sudden, he starts sucking her energy or life force or whatever you want to call it out of her. And like, there's like other demons looking into this portal. It's kind of like Power Rangers, like for people who grew up with that, with whatever the hell her name was, with the stupid hair. At the beginning of every episode, she would look through that like crystal ball almost, and after 10,000 years, I'm free. Time to conquer Earth. Now I want to watch Power Rangers, and it sucks that the guy who played the Green Ranger and the White Ranger died recently. R.I.P. to him. I fucking grew up with that. But yeah, so that's a whole tangent. But already dialing it up to 11 with the crazy shit going on here. So let's see where it goes from here, because I have no idea where they're going with this. We do get to see the hotel from the first two Puppet Masters, so we get to return to that location. So nice to see a familiar location from the first two. This guy is working on robots. and that he can fight with, and like he's jumping around his room and stuff, shooting laser beams at these robots. It looks so stupid. The lasers coming out, like I don't know. I can already tell I'm in for a fucking hell of a ride with this movie, and even more so with the fifth one, because I'm pretty sure like this whole demon shit goes into like the next movie. Could be completely wrong on that, but it's fucking ridiculous, man. So, all right, so the scientist with the laser guns, he's trying to work on like artificial intelligence in these robots. So I'm guessing that he's gonna come across the puppet somehow, and then he's gonna want to know the secret. And I better hear some shit about the serum in this movie, because I was saying in the third one, and we probably won't, because that was a prequel, and now this is after the second one. This one takes place, so who knows if that's ever going to come into play? That green liquid that he was shooting into the puppets in the first one. Who knows if we're going to ever see that again? Probably not. I'm hoping so, to get an explanation, but I'm not going to get my hopes up at all. But he's trying to train these, not train, but program these robots to have artificial intelligence so that they can react and have organic thought and they can think on their own and everything. So that's what his scientific duties are, starting off here. It's also good to see Blade, like, not with 10 minutes left of the film, like in the last one. So you see her right off the bat here at the very beginning. So I'm sure we'll be seeing Blade throughout this whole movie. Because I love Blade. Like I was saying about Mephistopheles and the lizard dude puppet from the flashbacks, my favorite looking one. Blade, obviously, after that, is the coolest puppet out of all of them. And Torch, I like him too. They're all pretty cool, actually, but Blade is like the one that everybody knows, even if they haven't seen these movies. But we got Blade, so I'm happy right now. This scientist with the laser guns reminds me of Brian from The Breakfast Club. Kind of looks like him a little bit. For some reason, people in this series always seem to blow off, pretty much in not even just this series, anything with inanimate objects coming to life. Find them in a location they did not leave them in, and just blow it off. Just like, what are you doing here? I didn't put you here. Then just puts them down and walks away. Like I say all the time, if I'm the type of person, you move fucking the controller's on my table, you move it like this, I fucking know. Someone touched my shit. I would know instantly that I didn't put that puppet there. And of course you're not going to think this shit moved on its own over here, but at least I'd have suspicions that something weird's going on. Not at all. Just like, oh, I didn't put you here. What you doing here? And it just leaves them there alone. I don't know. So Blaze already on the move, trying to do something. And yeah, we'll report in with new details soon. Ad break time. That fucking stupid song, the call 877 cash now. Again, that's why I don't leave a gun in hand's reach, because I can't take this fucking song anymore. I hear it all the time. Oh, fucking hate it. Also, Lexus Cars says happy holidays to everybody. Just letting you all know that. And just like I brought up in every one of these movies so far, the My Little Demon, since I can't think of a better name and they haven't said one yet, like 3 feet tall, just like Pinhead in the last one. So, just always ridiculous when these things are moving around, running past a crowd of people and nobody notices them. Absolutely insane. But My Little Demon is the name we're going with until I get a confirmation on this demon's name. I can't call him a puppet because he's not a fucking puppet, even though he looks just like a puppet that Toulon would make. So, looks like a puppet, is not a puppet. So, one of the other scientists put the My Little Demon in like some contraption, tried to do a test on him, and he just hopped out, and I don't even know what he did to this guy. It was, they cut the whole kill, so I don't know. All you see is just the demon jump at him and go, ah, and fucking blood spray. So he's dead. So the scientist, who looks like Brian from The Breakfast Club with the lasers, he was shooting at his robots. He's like the caretaker here during the off season at the hotel from the first two Puppet Masters, and they have like a group of 2, 3 other people came in. One is like working in psychic research, so we got more psychic shit in here. She's like a channeler, she says, and then there's some pretentious douchebag who says he's working on something that'll change modern civilization as they know it, and he's working for the Omega corporation, a mega project, or some shit like that. And Blade's running around like a motherfucker, which is cool to see Blade after him missing the whole last movie. So my little demon again is sucking off, or you know what I mean, sucking the life essence from the second scientist that you couldn't see the killer, how he killed him. So apparently they need to get these people's essence and life force for some reason. We'll find out. But my little demon, I'm just going to stick with that. Even if they tell me a name, he's my little demon. Think My Little Pony, but evil. Redhead girl cute. This is now the second time Blade has just been found by the scientist in a random location that he did not put him in. And again, just the girls, what is this? Oh, it's a mechanical puppet. It was showed up in my room when I got here. Again, not concerned at all that this thing keeps showing up in weird places. I don't know, these are the stupidest scientists ever. Tiny little detail, but I love the way Blade, with his hook, like lifts his hat up a little bit. That's such a cool little touch. Quoth the Raven, nevermore. And yeah, that last quote, it makes no sense out of context. And so if you want to know what that referred to, watch Puppet Master 4, The Demon, to find out. So Lauren, the cute redhead, she was in the room with the Raven, which I guess now now you know why I brought up the Raven. And she just faints. She screamed and fainted. And then the rest of them come in. And she's like, has this ever happened to her before? And the pretentious douchebag is like, yeah, every time I give her a hot oil massage. I don't know. I gotta say, douchebag's line of women can't live with him, can't shoot him, is pretty funny. Gotta give it to him for that. All right, so they find in that room with the Raven, they find Toulon's old puppet briefcase, and they find they find a Nazi fucking medal or some shit, and he's like, "Look who owned this," and they show it says Kraus on it, so that was the major from the third movie, from the last one, and the pretentious douchebag guy goes, "Nazis, I hate those guys." We all do. I mean, maybe the Nazis didn't hate themselves, but kind of a weird line to throw in there. I don't know. And we see Six Shooter in the briefcase. So they're just going to not explain it all, right? How he was there in the third movie, was fine by the end of the third movie, and then chronologically, he was not there in the first movie at all, then he was in the second one. So no explanation, I guess. They just thought of him after the first movie and not even going to try to explain where the fuck he was for the first movie, I guess, right? Right. We got Pinhead, we got Tunneler, we got Blade, we got them all here, except for the ones that I really want to see. Mephistopheles, we see him on a fucking poster of Toulon, I guess when he was practicing his little puppet routine. And we just saw the serum. So the green serum is in play here, so let's see if we find out more information on it, because I'm just happy to see it at all mentioned again after the third movie. So he's injecting all the puppets with the green serum. How does he know the right dose or anything like that? I don't know. He's just like sticking a little bit into each doll. Puppet, as I said in the end of the last fucking movie, I hate that. It's a doll, it's a puppet, what the fuck ever. We know what it is. But Blade's been running around this whole time, and when's the last time he got a shot of his juice? So we still have no idea what this does, or how often they need to be injected with them to come back to life, or anything like that. So I really want to know more about this serum. It's a cool looking serum. Kind of looks like a Reanimator, like the serum from Reanimator. Like straight up stolen from that, with the like neon green. Looks cool though, but I want to fucking know more about it. Since we're on an ad break, I was talking about the stop motion earlier, I keep forgetting that's a series I really want to do soon, is Basket Case. Those three films. Anyone hasn't seen, for some reason, the first Basket Case, definitely watch that. That's one hell of a good time. And the sequels are some of the most insane fucking sequels to a movie I've ever seen. Like, just absolutely batshit off the walls crazy. So I'm definitely thinking of doing those soon, because I would love to rewatch, especially 2 and 3. But the whole Basket Case series, the three of them, definitely look out for those in the next few weeks, because I'm been wanting to do them for a while. So Basket Case 1 through 3, I will definitely be doing in the near future for sure. They're alive! The monsters are alive! Well, the puppets. And Six Shooter here, he doesn't have his guns in his hands, so I always assumed they were just like, stuck to his hands. Apparently, he has to like pick up all 6 of his guns whenever he wants to go out shooting. Just something I figured I'd throw in. I always thought they were stuck to his hands. Apparently not. He can let them go and drop them at will. So again, with this serum, so that woke them up. Do they need this every so often? It seems like it, because they were all up and functioning for the second movie. But I said Blade was running around without serum being pumped into him. So I still don't know how this works. If anyone knows, leave a comment. I'll probably find out later on in the movie. Hopefully, knowing these movies. But then there's like this big demon overlord, and he's, I guess, who's sent that little my little demon out to suck the life form essence out of people. I don't know where this is going. This is getting fucking ridiculous real fast. Aw, Jester. And yeah, Jester, when he moves, still sounds like he creamed his pants. Like, for sure. Call it a night, they say. Would you be able to fucking sleep knowing that there's puppets that are moving on their own? You don't know what the hell their agenda is. You don't know if they're evil or not. Would you be able to sleep knowing fucking inanimate objects, puppets, are now alive and could move on their own all over the place? Because I couldn't. Just figured I'd ask that, because I don't know many people outside of the stupidity of this series that would be able to sleep knowing that these puppets are moving all around. Especially when one of them has 6 fucking guns, the other one has a fucking drill on his head. No, would not be able to sleep. Yeah, so far in this series, there has not been anyone I want to die more than this douchebag guy. He's so unlikable. Like, I'm just praying for Tunneler to just tunnel up his ass or something. Something. I don't know if we'll see Leech Woman again, because she got burnt to hell in the second one, and this was chronologically right after that. So I don't know if we're going to see Leech Woman or Elsa, the wife that was put in there, or he tried putting in there, or he did in the last movie. And I don't know the whole thing of any of that, how that works. Because at the end of the second movie, he tried putting Elsa's soul or whatever in that creepy ass fucking doll, like the life-size one. So I don't know if we're going to see Leech Woman, or if she ever makes a return, or if she's never seen again, and I really don't give a shit. And the fact that we haven't gotten the theme song to Puppet Master in whatever this is, 25, 30 minutes in, is a crime, man. Like, that's one thing you do not take away from the Puppet Master movies, is that awesome score. And we don't have it here at all. So I'm very upset about this. We got the music. Dude, same with the last movie. As soon as I said we didn't get the music, I got it. But it's different. It's like kind of like a hybrid between like a new score and like the regular Puppet Master theme. And like Tunneler now has like some attachment on his hand. I don't know what it does, and they're giving Pinhead an attachment too. So who knows what they're planning to do with these puppets, because this scientist is not the brightest bulb in the, I don't even know what I was going to say. You know what I mean. He's fucking stupid. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't tell me that he's going to have a laser gun fight with the puppets. Yep, a laser gun fight with the puppets. Fucking so stupid. Of course, the hottest chick in the movie, the redhead Lauren, has to be with the pretentious douchebag. Always happens to be that way. Yeah, so those attachments he put on their arms were lasers. So we got him rolling around shooting lasers at the puppets. They're fucking running around shooting lasers back at him. Be a cool game of laser tag. That's what we should do. Somebody open that shit up. A Puppet Master laser tag. And you get to run around shooting at fucking little mini puppets running around. That would be some cool shit. Somebody who has the connections. Get in there, get that happening. And so far, the only thing that we've seen this scientist do in this whole movie is fucking play laser tag with shit with the robots he made in the beginning. Now this is just getting ridiculous. It's going on for a long time. Him just rolling around, jumping off of beds, fucking shooting lasers at the puppets. It's so ridiculous, but it's a fun time, I guess. So there was like this Ouija board, but not a Ouija board, but it had like markings, like Egyptian markings and stuff, which we know that the spell that brings them to life or whatever gave him this elixir is what they referred to it just now. So it's an elixir. And there's like a fucking statue of a pyramid that goes in the center of it. And the douchebag is channeling Toulon through the pyramid and through this thing, through the channeler girl, Lauren. And now someone's speaking out of her body, so I don't know if this is the demon dude, but she's saying listen and you'll hear the answers from the pyramid, that the answers are from inside the pyramid. So let's see what's inside the pyramid. And yeah, it is the demon dude who's talking through Lauren. So the pyramid splits open and out comes two of my little demons. And the guy's scream, the pretentious douchebag, oh, it was so funny. This guy had the girliest, funniest scream, almost like Reggie the Reckless from Friday the 13th Part 5. Sounded kind of just like that. It was hilarious. And the scientist is still with the other girl upstairs playing laser tag, and they have heavy metal music blasting, so they don't hear anything going on. But so now we got two of these My Little Demon things running around this hotel. And I'm guessing, like as I said in the first Puppet Master, that it depends on who the puppets are with, like whether they're evil or good. So I'm guessing they're going to be like the good ones in this movie and fight off the demon, My Little Demon. Fuck you, you know what I mean. So now pretentious douchebag and Lauren have left the premises. They said if you want to stay and kill yourself, I don't know how that works. Nowhere did he say he's killing himself. But I'm guessing he meant to say get killed by these My Little Demon things. But they left. So now it's just Brian from the Breakfast Club scientist and the girl that he's with. Called J.G. Wentworth. So pretentious douchebag's dead. He was trying to get the car started with the girl, Lauren. And she ended up fucking getting out of the car. It's raining like a motherfucker outside. And one of the demon things, My Little Demon, fucking, that's so stupid. I need an actual name for these things. He was in the car and didn't do anything to this guy. Like, never bit him, scratched him, nothing. But there was blood all over the place somehow. And he's gone. So, thankfully, we don't have to deal with him anymore. So Brian from the Breakfast Club scientist goes out. And for a second, I was going to call extreme bullshit if he went out to the car and the guy, the pretentious douchebag's body, well, and Cameron, his name is actually, finally found that out before he died. Cameron, if his body wasn't in there, like they were suggesting this little demon or two carried his body away, I was going to call such bullshit on that. But no, he's in there. And then he got attacked by a My Little Demon and ran off back into the hotel. So we get some puppet versus demon action here. We have Blade. It's kind of cool actually. Blade and Pinhead like pin the demon up against the wall, and then Tunneler. And how does Tunneler's drill work? Like how does he start it? Kind of reminds me of like some stand-up comedian. Was it Daniel Tosh? Whatever. But when he says like how Superman flies faster, is it just more like oomph? It's kind of like that. It's like, does he just like think real hard and that's what starts his drill? I don't know how that works, but he ends up drilling the demon thing like right through the chest, and these demons can bleed apparently, so they're not like the puppets. They are some type of hell spawn, and when the My Little Demon got drilled through the chest in the little demon world that they can look through the little fucking crystal ball or whatever the hell that is, one of the demon people just fucking falls over and like dies. So apparently they're linked to the demons that are looking in on our world or something like that. I don't know. It's so out there. Oh, and the puppets care about each other. That's so cute because we know they were all friends of Toulon's, which we learned in the last movie, that they were all actual people, these puppets. And they got shot down and killed in the war and everything, and he ended up putting them all in these puppets' bodies. Well, in the bodies of these puppets. And they're so cute. Fucking as soon as he drilled into that demon and he had blood all over his drill, Pinhead is like wiping the blood off of his drill with like a napkin or fucking something like that. Funny stuff. Oh, that's right. And where the hell's Torch? He was in the second one. He didn't die in the second one, right? Nothing bad happened to him. He still should be kicking. Haven't seen Torch at all, so who knows if he's going to make an appearance here? Because now they're starting to inject the elixir into some puppet that we don't know who it is yet. So let's find out who it is. Side note: the cute one, Lauren, the redhead channeler, she has a mushroom pendant necklace that looks just like one I have. Like I collect a lot of jewelry and shit from like Grateful Dead shows and Fish concerts and stuff, but I have a necklace with a mushroom on it that looks just like the one that she's wearing. Just thought you'd like to know. Just a little nitpick that I notice in so many movies. Does it annoy anybody else when you hear lightning or you see lightning and hear thunder right at the same time in movies? Because we all know there's a fucking gap between them. You never see that in movies. You never see lightning and thunder portrayed the way that they actually like work in actual like real life. Like you always see the lightning, hear the thunder, same time. Just figured I'd throw that in there. You never see that. Now they like the Pinhead goes up onto the roof because there's no power and pulls like a Ben Franklin trying to capture electricity in a key, but he like wraps like wire around there and it goes down to where the puppets are, and Six Shooter throws it like a lasso over one of the little my little demons and electrocutes the shit out of him. It's so fucking ridiculous. So that puppet that they were trying to make, the other puppets, it's like a silver cast of a puppet, turns into Toulon for some reason, and he starts saying how you're close to the secret of life and that the demons, this Egyptian spell was stolen from Sutek, an ancient demon from Egypt or some shit, and he has his followers that do nothing. They're hell bent on getting it back. I don't know. So and then Toulon's like, "You're very close. It's in the sequence." And why not just tell him everything he needs to know? Just tell him the fucking way to do this and to make the elixir. And why leave anything to chance? Like, why not just tell him everything he needs to know? I don't know. Like, so many questions, so little answers. Just like reflecting, because there's like 15 minutes left on what I'm watching and just witnessed for the last hour. This movie is terrible. Like, it really, this is a bad. Like, nothing interesting really happened at all in this whole movie. We got a little bit of an answer with the elixir and shit, but not much. There's still so many unanswered questions and just not fun. Like, this is just not a good watch at all. So I'm dreading the fifth one and every one that comes after that. Hopefully, something more interesting happens in the fifth one, but let's see how this ends. So the blonde chick was getting the life force sucked out of her from one My Little Demon, and she ends up just throwing acid on him, and he starts like fucking melting. Looks cool, but it's like these things aren't that big. Like the demon things look smaller than the puppets. Can't you just like just squish it? And like it's made of blood and stuff. We saw that earlier with Tunneler drilling through one of them. Can't you just fucking just smush it? That's what I would do. But apparently you can't for some reason because the plot says you can't. So the channeler, Lauren, she was resting, laying down, and then all of a sudden Toulon comes like through her voice and starts talking and saying that you have to animate the Decapitron. Like we have any idea what the fuck that is, and that supposedly is what's gonna stop these My Little Demon stuff and some type of electrical energy, and I don't know, a whole bunch of crazy scientific shit, yada yada yada, and makes no sense. So the scientist now is saying that he has to get the sequence, the linear sequence, in order to animate this Decapitron thing. He says that's what he's been working on. All we've seen him work on is fucking laser tag. So I guess this is part of his research somehow, but I don't know what laser tag has to do with it, but that's his, he knows what to do apparently. I don't know what he's supposed to do, but apparently hopefully he does. And I'm very curious to see if this how this elixir keeps coming into the story further along in the series because there's only like a vial and a half left. So what happens once they run out? This guy doesn't know how to make it again. So they're just shit out of luck and jolly well fucked. I don't know because apparently, like I said, Blade doesn't need this serum or elixir, whatever you want to call it. He's alive from the get go. So I would not be surprised if the next film it just completely is not mentioned at all. But we'll see. Alright, I've seen this Decapitron dude. It's the guy with the puppet with the fucking like weird ass helmet on him. And they made him from that same cast iron looking puppet that turned into Toulon earlier. So I don't know how that works. But now he's getting ready to destroy my little demons once and for all. And we have the one that got the acid thrown on him. He's still alive. And now he's like melted, sort of, walking around. And him and Blade are having a fight, which is hilarious. Like, absolutely hilarious. And Jester came in his pants again, apparently. Ooh, my little demon just bitch slapped the shit out of Blade just now. Like, hysterical. So, Decapitron, apparently all they need to do is electrify these fucking demon things, because that's all he does. He just generates electricity on his helmet thing and just shocks the shit out of one of the My Little Demons and he explodes. And then one of the real demons in Demon World dies just like the other one when his little My Little Demon was destroyed. So I don't know how they're going to take out the main demon. Does that run into the next movie? Maybe, but so bad this movie. It really is. So apparently they destroyed the evil somehow, and Toulon appears in that cast iron fucking puppet who was just a Capitron, and said that now Richard is the main scientist. With 5 minutes left of this movie, he's the new puppet master apparently, because Toulon says to him, "I'm with you, puppet master." So now he's leading the puppets. So I don't know if he's going to be in the next one. And that's the end. That's the end of the movie. Really not good. Like, not, I can't even say like a fun, shitty watch. Like, just not interesting at all. Like, I couldn't even believe 80 minutes flew by like this because it really just slogged along, but in like the fastest way possible, if that makes sense. But Puppet Master 4, The Demon, I don't even know if that's an actual tagline for it or Tubi just like added that shit. But that's Puppet Master 4, The Demon. And gonna probably move on to Puppet Master 5 now. I got a stream with Mike, the real Fifth Beatle, at 7. I could probably squeeze this one in. It's only 80 minutes. So Puppet Master 5, believe it's the final chapter is the tagline for that, which is hysterical because it's just like any other movie series that we've seen with the final chapter added to it. It's never the final chapter. But all right, guys, wherever you're from, hope you're having a good morning or a good night, and I will have Puppet Master 5 up either before or after the stream with Mike. So if you guys want to hear a countdown of the 100 greatest horror films according to some magazine, me and Mike are going to be going through that, so you guys can check that out at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I will see you all soon. Take care.